Hey there folks, welcome back to CYPTV. Share, like, leave a comment, hit that hype button. Welcome to the Cype Zone. Without further ado, let's get right to the videos.
Oh nah, y'all. I can't unsee it now, y'all. Where's this girl at right now? Can anybody tell me where this little girl is? What's her name? Somebody find her. Why is Obama all between her neck like this? Who is she to him? Is this the same little girl right here that was just in that picture? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. To me, that looked like the same little girl. Let's have a look. Look like they got the same features. That's what it appears to me. What do y'all think? And is that George Clooney? So you got Obama, George Clooney, and what I think is that little girl. So we got a couple questions here, y'all. Is that the little girl? And why are George Clooney, Obama, and the little girl on a boat? And then, y'all, why is he adjusting his pants? What is going on? We need some answers down below. Somebody help me out with this. I'm not gonna lie, this is highly disturbing.
Those are deep allegations right there. I think you gotta come with more than just 2 pics to be accusing people of things like that.
I'm just trying to do my homework, guys. I look up and I see this. Are you an owl? You're scaring me, Mally. Kiki, you're scaring me!
Luigi's Mansion in an abandoned mansion. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Did you guys see?
Y'all, this flood that just took place in Mexico for the past couple of days is a lot more severe than the media is leading up. Matter of fact, the media is not even speaking up about this. I feel like this is another Hurricane Helene incident. Remember the incident that happened with Hurricane Helene in Asheville, North Carolina? This is literally another. Look at this, y'all. It's another incident. And once again, the media is silent. Do you guys know it's been 12,600 people that are unalived in this situation, and 32,000 people are missing? I bet you guys didn't know that. You guys didn't hear about that. Look at the destruction that this flood has caused all over Mexico. This is in, my goodness. And the crazy thing about it is there's a lot of destruction happening all over the planet and the media is silent. The infrastructure of Mexico is completely ruined.
12,600 dead so far, 32,400 missing in Mexico. The storms, the hurricane, the flooding, a lot of displaced families, a lot of people missing, 32,400, and confirmed deaths, 12,600.
There's a lot of cataclysms that's taking place around the planet that the media is completely silent on. It first started with Asheville, North Carolina, and it's a continuing thing. It's an ongoing thing. They're not speaking up about a lot of these things, but yet they want to talk about No King's Day and the government shutdown and all that. What about these lives lost? 12,000 people, yo? And then the fact of the matter is they still haven't confirmed how many people were confirmed dead in the North Carolina Asheville incident. I believe this is a new norm, y'all. I truly believe this is a new norm.
These weather events are turning out to be a new norm. That's crazy because I didn't see nothing about that on the news. I get my news from social media, and then you got to be careful what you see on social media because it ain't all true. Those clips and videos could be from different episodes going on around the world, and they just added to this. So be aware of what you watch online.
Tell me this isn't a portal. This is absolutely awesome. Thing is about portals, how the fuck do you activate them? But this is indeed a portal. Matter of fact, Let's continue to walk to the front of it.
If you're enjoying this video, I put several videos out a week. It'll be amazing if you hit the subscribe button and join me in the next video. Possessed, I don't know, but definitely high on something, right? Those people need to get off that bus immediately.
And it turns out that they're on the list to be a smart place. You know what I mean? You know who else was on the list to be one of the first smart places? Hawaii. I want everybody to let that sink in while everything's the way it is right now, because of all of the tech companies moving in, okay? And there's something major that is getting ready to take place. And of course, they need to keep it safe because it's going to be a smart city. Because in the end of the day, they're going to only have certain people that they deem fit for these cities. Do you see where I'm going? Can you say land grab? Start researching into that really heavily. I'm not going to put any screenshots up here because of the fact that every time I talk about the smart thing, it gets taken down. But they sure are with the whole receipts thing I have, saying XAI and Google, which is right across the bridge. And now you have Pritzker coming in from Chicago for the water treatment sustainability plant, who they're heavily investing in AI. Because at the end of the day, they have to clear out certain neighborhoods because they're going to need access to those.
Has anyone else noticed how demonic Taylor Swift's gotten over the years? Just look.
Swiftie, you are going to hate me for saying this. This is Taylor Swift in 2006.
Young, innocent.
Country vibes, she's fun, she's safe, and all the children in the world sang along with her. This is Taylor Swift in 2008. Love story. Romeo, take me somewhere.
Still
we can be
somewhat
alone.
innocent.
It's just a fairy tale. It's innocent. It's playful. It makes all the kids happy. This is Taylor Swift in 2012. Red, I knew you were trouble. Now we're getting into heartbreak. Now things are getting messy. A little wild, but it's still catchy. And because she had the children's hearts, they'll go along with her. This is Taylor Swift in 2014, singing that viral song, Blank Space. Got a long list of lovers. They will tell you I'm insane. There's drama now, gossip, scandal, and slowly the darkness is creeping in. But the teens still love it because it's Taylor Swift after all. We trust her. This is Taylor Swift in 2017 on a Reputation album. Look What You Made Me Do. Now we have anger, revenge, shade,
Get a lot darker.
white witchy vibe. But you still sing along, even though she's playing with fire. This is Taylor Swift in 2020. Willow. Life is like a willow, bending but not breaking. We've now got magical, hypnotic vibes, and it's almost as if she's casting spells on people
Definitely some
without them even
demonic stuff.
noticing. And this is Taylor Swift in 2022. In Midnights, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Again, we're getting more darker. Again, things are getting a little bit more twisted, and yet people cannot stop listening. Finally, this is Taylor Swift in 2025. The life of a showgirl. Her darkest album yet, and some of the lyrics are so bad that I would blush to even share them with you. Internet. So over to you. Can you see what's happening here? It started sweet, it started innocent, it started dreamy, but step by step, album by album, it got darker and darker, weirder and weirder, until it even became quite weird.
Morbid Facts, Part 771. Julie Andrews had one of the most iconic voices in Hollywood history, but one botched surgery destroyed it forever. Known for Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music, her flawless 4-octane soprano was considered untouchable. But in 1997, a simple procedure to remove harmless nodules went horribly wrong. Surgeons permanently mutilated her vocal cords, leaving her in agonizing pain just to speak. Andrews later sued the hospital and won, but no lawsuit could undo the damage, as the world's most beloved singing voice was silenced forever. This NASA scientist helped land humans on the moon, but his rockets were first built with slave labor in Nazi death camps. Werner von Braun, the celebrated architect of the Apollo missions, once ran the V-2 rocket program for Adolf Hitler. The rockets were manufactured using prisoners from the Dora Mittelbau concentration camp, who were typically starved, beaten, and worked until they died. Conditions were so brutal that over 20,000 prisoners were killed while making the rockets, far more than the rockets ever killed in combat. But after the war, Von Braun wasn't punished. Instead, the US secretly brought him to America under Operation Paperclip, erased most of his Nazi past, and turned him into a national hero.
Now it makes sense why the National Guard's are really in Memphis. It's under the guise of making Memphis safe again.
Will somebody do some research on Buckman? Buckman in Memphis, Tennessee. They're right here at North McLean and Chelsea. Y'all, when I say something big is happening here, what I don't necessarily know. However, I have picked up many of people with heavy Swedish accents as well as German accents. And I just picked up a group of 5 women. I don't know if they're engineers or what, but they were talking in code. But they were talking about acquisitions, implementation, da-da-da-da-da-da. Y'all, somebody look up Buckman and see what it is they're doing. What it is that they're supposed to, what is it that they do? Because they're also about to do some type of merger or something like that. It's some big going on, because when I say I just pulled off of this super secure lot, it ain't nothing but big wig vehicle after big wig.
So here is Buckman, but it recently got acquired by Pritzker, okay, one of the wealthiest families in America, and guess where they're located? Chicago. There it is. Do you remember when it was on the news in Memphis about the citizens were furious about Elon Musk and there was a smell? Methane, to be exact. I'm willing to bet you a dime to a dollar that Portland is involved too with something there. I'm going to keep digging because I knew there had to be a reason. They don't care. Okay, they don't care. Oh, the governor also, of Illinois. So let's start digging on why they're really there, guys. It wouldn't have anything to do with this family or Elon or Google being right across the bridge, would it? Oh, and you're not going to believe it's involving AI. It's going to be a city full of masks and methane. It's already happened once. You got to remember, Memphis. You got to remember when that happened.
So I guess America feel like playing with us, because what timeline are we in? The U.S. Senate passed a bill making the bald eagle the national bird of the United States of America. I'm not a rocket scientist, but I know for sure that the bald eagle has always been the national bird of the United States of America. Am I wrong or not? And see, when people talk about timeline jumps and time shifts, other people look at them like something is wrong. But am I bugging? Because since I was young, the bald eagle has always been the national bird of the United States. You have a giant planet that just entered our solar system, and then allegedly AI confirms the existence of parallel dimensions. The United States want to play today. What timeline are we in? You see, because it's Mandela effects like these that make me feel like something is about to happen. And yeah, we're going to touch that planet, and we're going to touch that AI situation in another video. Because it's up today. We got to talk today. Something going on.
See, that's one of the ways they deceive us. That's also one of the ways we get sick.
Millions of people see on TikTok are about to be handed to a Zionist billionaire who has actively financially assisted the IDF and who holds terrifying ideas about the role AI should play in our daily lives.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Weapons change over time. We have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are in social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is TikTok.
That was Israeli Prime Minister and genocidist Benjamin Netanyahu speaking last month on why TikTok matters for Israel's grip on power. Enter Larry Ellison, the 81-year-old Oracle co-founder and the world's second richest person, whose company is now set to take control of TikTok's data in the US and to retrain its algorithm from the ground up. It's part of Donald Trump's TikTok deal, which transfers majority control of the app's American arm from Chinese owner ByteDance to a consortium of tech moguls and Gulf royals. The upshot is, what 170 million US TikTok users see could effectively be shaped by a billionaire Republican mega donor with deep ties to Israel and its military.
For 2,000 years, we were a stateless people, and now we have a country of our own, defended by all the brave men and women of the IDF. So anything we can do to support them.
Ellison is the single biggest private donor to the Israeli Defense Forces. In 2017, he gave $16.6 million to Friends of the IDF, the largest donation in the organization's history. And he is reportedly close to Netanyahu himself, who once holidayed on Ellison's private Hawaiian island. Oracle is on the official BDS boycott list, supplying Israel's military and government with AI, cloud, and surveillance infrastructure. But there's more. Remember this story about a certain war criminal becoming the regent of Gaza? Larry Ellison is the biggest backer behind it. He's pumped at least £250 million into the Tony Blair Institute since 2021. According to a report by Lighthouse and the New Statesman, Blair's think tank has effectively become an offshoot of Oracle. It pushes policies that merge public services with private tech, exactly what Oracle profits from. The company already has contracts with the Home Office, Department of Work and Pensions, DEFRA, and the Ministry of Justice, and is increasingly embedded in NHS data systems. Last year, Blair and Ellison appeared together in Dubai, calling for citizen data to be merged into a single AI network. The data mogul's vision for the future is openly dystopian. At Oracle's analyst meeting last year, he envisioned round-the-clock monitoring of citizens by artificial intelligence through traffic cameras, doorbell cameras, and police body cams.
Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Larry Ellison, it's well beyond technology, is sort of CEO of everything.
Taking the reins of US TikTok's algorithm is the latest in the massive media empire Larry Ellison is building with his son David. The Ellisons already control one of the biggest news outlets in the United States, CBS. Now they're making a bid for Warner Brothers, home to HBO and CNN. With all of this in mind, there's no time like the present to support independent media that isn't backed by billionaires. Visit novaramedia.com/support.
Now the following video comes from a girl named Amy, who writes that one night before going to bed, her little sister was freaking out because apparently she saw someone inside her bathroom.
Where? He's tall. He's tall? Do you still see him? Is he still in there? Yeah. Yeah? You want to show me where? In the shower? Okay. Are you sure you saw him? Yeah.
Although no one is there, Amy's sister is shaken up. Understandably, even Amy herself was freaked out by this. There was no way she was making this up, as she knows her sister too well for that. Although pretty creepy, she eventually forgets the whole thing. But fast forward to a couple nights later, and Amy records a video after seeing someone standing in her bathroom. Now just to clarify, both Amy and her sister share the same bedroom, which is why her sister is seen here. She was dead asleep when this happened, and thankfully so, because while recording this video, Amy gets this.
That literally fell from up there.
Out of nowhere, the smoke detector falls in front of a mirror, and in its reflection, Amy's comforter is seen shifting on its own. It suddenly peels back, as if someone was pulling it open. But as we can see, no one is around to have done that. And it doesn't help that her sister saw a figure standing in the same room where this happened.
Do you still see him? Is he still in there? Yeah?
Not much else is known about this incident, except that it scared the living daylights out of Amy. Like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just how exactly did the comforter lift on its own?
Saucer-shaped UFO has been spotted flying over Scotland, mate. Look at the state of this object, bruv, right? They don't even bother cloaking, mate. They've gone over there, had a can of iron brew and a battered Mars bar, and they're like, yeah, do you know what? This place is banging, mate. People are here, chill. Don't even need the cloaking device on. And this thing flies through the clouds, disappears behind some mountains, and goes on its jolly old way, right? Look at the state of this object. This is incredible, mate. I've been looking around and inspecting this, and the metallic-like structure has reflections on it. It's looking good. It's a long piece of footage as well. And this thing just looks absolutely, I'm going to say it, alien in nature, right? Scotland is going to have first contact. I'm putting it down now, mate. You guys are so chill over there. They love it up in there. Beautiful scenery, mate. People are wonderful. And they're like, you know what? We can trust these lot. We'll go to Scotland. Big up, mate. Look at this thing. Get a grip, man.
Have y'all seen the video with the guy who said that CERN has a room with a portal in it, and they used that portal to talk to 3i Atlas, and the beings on 3i Atlas told them that they're coming to Earth to collect the star seeds. Oh, y'all thought I was making this stuff up. Now look, here, let's watch. Listen to what he says.
So I spoke to an astrophysicist who worked at CERN, and she opened up to what she experienced there. She saw and what she heard, and the content of that was at CERN, they've used their collider to open up a portal to communicate with extraterrestrial beings.
Wow.
And one of them are the occupants from 3i Atlas, a mothership with occupants on board, and were mostly Draco reptilian occupants.
Okay. And that was corroborated by other remote viewers seeing the same thing.
That's correct. Yeah.
The ship and Draco.
That's correct.
What? So in this interview, he talks about 3i Atlas, also all of the other interstellar comets in our solar system right now. He said that CERN has a portal room where they talk to the beings on 3i Atlas about their mission when they come to Earth. We over here debating if aliens are real, and they're over here having conference calls with them. He also said that him and other remote viewers looked at 3i Atlas and saw draconians. There goes that word again. See, and y'all thought I was making that stuff up. I still think the Most High is coming back. I don't know about you. What's going on? Is this real? Let me know what y'all think.
To me, this is when all this started, when the CERN project started up. That's when we started getting the Mandela effect, portals, parallel universes, etc.
There's really not much you can do in this situation besides hope and pray that you do not become dinner. The video that you guys just watched shows a man that scaled a tree, his bike is down here, and in the background we can hear a very unsettling roar. The camera then gets pointed into the shrubbery below, and right here, just barely visible, we can see a tiger. Now, for context, the guy that uploaded this video is a Malaysian content creator, and he's pretty well known for doing things like supernatural exploration, so a lot of people aren't too sure if this is real. But the claim here is that he was stranded in this tree for hours while the lion was below him, presumably looking for him. There's no way of knowing for sure without the creator, Fahad, coming out and stating whether or not this is real or fake, but I do believe that this is probably more than likely fake, because if the tiger was really trying to get him, they are excellent climbers and it would have had no problem scaling up and nabbing him. Also, given the fact that this guy is an actual content creator, it seems kind of unbelievable that he would find himself in this situation that just perfectly goes along with something that he would post about. A lot of people think that the tiger might be a prop because it's briefly shown in the video and it doesn't appear to be moving, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
I apologise in advance, guys, but once again, I am being forced to talk about that damn comet. But then again, some of you have probably never even seen the videos I've made about 3i Atlas because the algorithm, particularly in England for TikTok, is rubbish. So in case you weren't aware, there is currently an interstellar comet travelling through our solar system called 3i Atlas. And we know it originated from outside the solar system because of the nature of its rather hyperbolic orbit. We've mapped out its orbital path and traced it into the past, and the comet basically originates from outside the solar system. And it poses absolutely no threat to the planet Earth or humanity in any way, shape or form. In fact, on the 30th of October, it's going to reach its closest point to the sun. And when it does, it will actually be behind the sun from our perspective, because that's how orbits work. And for context, the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth. Just to give you some context for how far away this thing is going to be from us. As you can see from this adorable animated little GIF that NASA and JPL have created, it doesn't come anywhere near us. It goes quite close to Mars, but then it flies back out again. By now, you're probably thinking, so what's the big deal? What's all the fuss about? Why is everyone talking about this comet? It's just a comet. We've had comets before. Well, because this one alien-obsessed scientist will not shut up about how it's aliens, even though it has been categorically disproven that it's aliens. Humanity has discovered 3 interstellar comets travelling through our solar system over the past decade or so, and all 3 times you can count on this guy. Avi Loeb is his name. He is an Israeli-American physicist. You can always bet on him to pop up out of nowhere and say, guys, this is an alien spacecraft. And the rest of the world of science comes out and says, shut up, Avi. You're making us look like idiots. It is literally just a comet doing comet things. Originates from deep space, flies into the solar system, and then flies back out. To which he will then respond with, yes, but it could be aliens. In fact, we should spend money by sending a signal to it in case there's a alien species on it that can speak to us. And the scientific world will once again say, shut up. You're embarrassing us. And the media class of the world, in typical media class of the world fashion, decided, you know what, we're going to ignore what all of the scientists have said. They're quite boring. Let's take this happy chap and just magnify what he's claiming by 50 million%. As demonstrated here, there is just endless page after page after page and article after article talking about this one guy, emphasizing the fact that he is a Harvard physicist. Disregard everything that everyone else is saying. Just listen to this one guy because he happens to be at Harvard. He's the guy you should be listening to, despite the fact that he has been repeatedly told to shush. Nope, we're going to magnify this guy's message instead, and we're going to put it to the world so that loads of people will start thinking there is literally an alien spacecraft approaching Earth. And the worst part is, it's not even accurate. If you were going to say that something was headed towards Earth, you could have at least said that it was going to be Apophis in 2029. You know, the asteroid that's supposed to have a rather close encounter with the planet. But instead, you've chosen something that's not even going to be on the same side as the sun as us. I don't know, who cares? Bottom line is, it's just a comet. Stop listening to the media and stop listening to this donut.
All right, what do you immediately think of when you see this image? Comment it below and hold that thought. This is an image of the interstellar object 3I Atlas. It's one of many being analyzed by Frank Dedekind on X using data from the Gemini North Telescope. These are from July. And what he's found is really fascinating. Using multiple image processing techniques, Frank revealed what looks like a central solid core surrounded by several layers of outgassing, almost like the object is shedding material in waves. Now, if this is really a solid core object with structured layers, that could tell us a lot about how these interstellar objects form and even how they survive long journeys between star systems. No matter what, this object is still super odd. But tell me, what did it make you think of when you first saw it?
They've been hiding this from you. The Bermuda Triangle isn't just a mystery. It might be a gateway to another world. For decades, ships and planes have vanished here without a trace. Their final transmissions cut off mid-sentence. No debris, no signal, nothing. But recently, declassified naval reports describe something far stranger. They mention magnetic anomalies, compass readings spinning wildly, and sensors detecting bursts of electromagnetic energy, as if something beneath the ocean was activating. Some researchers believe these distortions come from an ancient source, a remnant of the lost civilization of Atlantis. They say the Atlanteans mastered interdimensional travel, and the Bermuda Triangle was once their gateway, a portal connecting Earth to another realm. When Atlantis fell, the technology that stabilized that portal was destroyed. Now the area fluctuates, opening and closing at random. That's why entire aircraft disappear in clear weather, not crashing, but slipping into another dimension. Satellite scans have picked up strange geometric patterns on the seafloor near the triangle, perfect shapes that look nothing like natural formations. And deep-sea sonar has detected what sounds like machinery still humming far below the waves. If that's true, it means the Bermuda Triangle isn't a natural phenomenon at all, but a machine built by an ancient civilization still running after thousands of years. So the question is, what happens the day that machine turns fully back on?
Back in the 1980s, there was a strange and unsettling Mexican children's show called Odyssey Bubbles. On the surface, it seemed harmless, colorful characters, cheerful music, and friendly puppets. But over the years, rumors began to spread that the show had a lost episode that was far darker than anyone could imagine. According to those who claim to have seen it, this broadcast only aired once, late at night, and it was nothing like the usual happy adventures. The puppets didn't move, they just sat completely still. One of them, Mimoso the rat, was shown staring blankly at a TV screen, his eyes missing. The usual cheerful theme music was gone, replaced by the sound of slow, heavy breathing and faint crying in the background. After a few minutes, the screen started flickering with static. Through the noise, the face of Professor Bubbles began to slowly appear. His mouth was moving, but no words came out, just silence. Then, out of nowhere, a chilling message appeared across the screen in white letters. They are no longer here. Moments later, the episode ended abruptly. No credits, no outro, just darkness. The network never acknowledged the broadcast, and no footage of it has ever resurfaced. But those who claim to have seen it say they were haunted by nightmares for days afterward. Whether it was a technical glitch, a hoax, or something much more sinister, no one really knows. But one thing's for sure. This so-called lost episode of Odyssey Bubbles has become one of the eeriest legends in Mexican television history.
These videos are for entertainment and education. Real or fake, fact or fiction. Let me know what you think about these videos down in the comments section. I'd like to thank you for watching. Until next time, this is CYPTV and I'm out.